It comes from Kerbal Space Program, the most authentic and realistic representation of night vision goggles that I've ever seen in gaming comes from a reshade for Kerbal Space Program. Now, night vision is one of those hate or love features in many tactical shooters that can make players either want to puke or, if done correctly, can really offer a unique gaming experience. From Arma 3, Insurgency Sandstorm, Ready or Not, and Ground Branch, I've always felt that there were just a few things wrong that distracted me from having a truly immersive night experience. Sometimes there's not enough noise, sometimes there's too much noise, too blurry, not blurry enough, sometimes no depth of field, sometimes development studios just throw on a green film over everything and call it a day, and others just go a few steps further but miss out on the remaining critical details. The representation of night vision in the past few years has drastically improved, as technology and lighting improvements are made to engines, but I still haven't seen a game get everything right. Not to mention that a lot of the representations of night vision are now outdated due to the advancements in the real world, including GPNVGs, E-Cody, and Gen 3 night vision, which I've used in real life, and honestly, it feels like cheating with how clear the picture is. Some games like Arma 3 allow players to tweak their experience via mods like Ace to get their night vision working exactly how they want them, and even the A3 Ti and Ski IR teams are attempting to improve thermal and night vision experiences. Side note, I cannot wait for these picture-in-picture Arma 3 night vision mods to come out because that is a huge feature. I'll go more into depth here very soon. Ground Branch, for the amazing CQB shooter that it is an example of a truly atrocious NVG experience. And it absolutely kills me because I want to replicate real-life night raids in Ground Branch, but every single time I throw in the default nods, I want to vomit with how blurry and gross it is. But with this Kerbal reshade, I can actually have an enjoyable, immersive experience clearing maps in the dark. One thing that this reshade gets right, that a ton of games gets wrong, is the whole fact that even though you're wearing night vision goggles, depending on the model and configuration, you still have some peripheral visibility that allows you to see natural ambient light. This means that out of the corner of my eyes, I should be able to see normal light coming from a street lamp or a flare, and this is especially true if I'm wearing a monocle instead of dual tubes, as one eye should be seeing natural light in its entirety. But this is, as I'll admit, probably an extremely hard thing to replicate in video games. Almost every other video game that utilizes night vision in any degree completely removes the ability for you to see outside the goggles by overlaying a disgusting black image and limits it. But while using any of the different configurations of this reshade, you'll have a varying degree of peripheral vision. This creates a much more immersive and dynamic experience that often offers even just the tiniest bit of relief from staring at a green or blue tint for the next 30 minutes. It also gives you a much more natural sense of situational awareness rather than being forced to look through a toilet paper tube. But one of the coolest features with this reshade that I've yet to even see in any tactical shooter is the addition of the E-Cody module. E-Cody stands for Enhanced Clip-On Thermal Imager, which does exactly what the name says. It clips onto existing night vision goggles and provides the user thermal image capabilities. With this reshade, you can utilize an E-Cody outline effect, which traces the difference in temperature between certain objects, effectively outlining them, which is incredibly useful in situations where there's a lack of ambient light for the night vision to even enhance. Now, it's not perfect as you can see, but it's one of the only representations of E-Cody in gaming this far. This brings me to my next point, how night vision actually works. Many people don't know this, but night vision actually needs ambient light to enhance. If you're in a pitch black room with zero ambient light, you can't see anything. This is where IR illuminators attached to either your rifle or helmet come in, such as the ones in the Arma 3 BAT-IR mod. Most games, however, just decide to artificially enhance the light as soon as you throw on the NVGs, even if there's no ambient light around. But this reshade attempts to faithfully and accurately enhance the image only using ambient light, leading to a more believable effect. You'll even notice that the darker the room, the more grainy the image, and vice versa. If I'm in a well-lit area, the image clears up substantially, and the nods even auto-gate if I'm looking at a bright object, which means that they adjust slightly to make sure I'm not completely blinding myself and washing myself out. One of the most visible differences when using night vision is also the depth of field effect. Night vision goggles typically have a very shallow depth of field, which means that only the objects at the distance of focus will be clear, and most notably the objects closer to you appear extremely blurry. Most games don't even attempt to mimic this effect, and it's one of those extremely small details that most people who have used night vision look for in games. Ground Branch probably is the best representation of this effect, but we already know how I feel about Ground Branch's night vision. But this reshade does something really cool. If you use the monocular or quad version, objects seen in the night vision close to you look blurry, while objects that are close to you but not seen through the night vision are clear because they're being seen from your natural eye. This small effect just makes me giddy. There's so much that I love about this night vision effect, but the fact that it's reshade means that there are some problems. For one, it being reshade, you aren't allowed to use these filters in every game. Games like Tarkov, Squad, and Arma 3 multiplayer generally block the use of certain reshade filters to prevent cheating. Then there's the fact that it's reshade, which means that you gotta download it, configure it, and work through any weird problems just to get the thing functioning, which I'll admit is not an entirely flawless experience. And I'll have a short tutorial on how to download this for the games that do run it at the end of the video. At the very least, I hope that this reshade serves as an example for what is possible with night vision representation in future shooters, and I'd love to see a game fully integrate all of these small details faithfully for a truly sublime night raid experience. But at this rate, I think I'll just have to keep my fingers crossed. But until then, you guys can bet that I'll be messing around with this reshade to bring you some of the most immersive, realistic night content. Now sit back and relax for a smooth 2-man raid on Ready or Not, and remember that I'll have that tutorial waiting for you at the end of the video.
Copy. Getting rid of the trap now.
Prep. Surrender left.
Right, clear. Turn him up.
Done. Zipped up and ready to go.
This what you signed up for, pig?
Knife on the left.
Suspect in custody. Ready when you are.
Talk reporting.
Cover.
Roger, entry team. Great work.
Copy.
Keep
Well
going.
done. Contact is secured.
Where's your fucking warrant?
Do us both a favor and be quiet.
Talk
Yeah,
reporting.
prep from long.
Great work, entry team. Keep it up.
You surrender
Get us
left.
out of
Put
here.
your hands up,
Right, clear.
please.
Cover.
Got it.
Contact is restrained.
Hey, wait.
Fine. Down. It's done.
Contact down.
This is Talk. Roger, trailers inbound.
Secured and ready for trailers.
Please, I need to get out of here.
Talk
Down and
reporting.
show me your hands.
Roger that. Trailers en route.
No trap.
I'm complying, please.
Here's
Prep.
or bang left.
Hands
Please,
up!
I'll do whatever you say.
This space right.
Screwed up.
This one's secure.
Please, I have kids at home.
Civilian is secured and
On
ready
you.
for transport.
Talk to entry team.
Move it.
Copy, entry team. Notifying trailers.
Door front open.
With you.
Roger, taking it. Door in front leads clear space. Door left.
Copy.
Prep.
Put the gun
Drop your
down
weapon
now!
now.
I got him. I got him. I got him.
Down
Take
and
it.
show me
Edge,
hands
taking
up.
it short.
You got him.
Yeah, I got him.
Contact is restrained.
There's nothing here, you know it.
Suspect in custody. Ready when you are.
Talk to entry team. Roger. Trailers inbound.
All right.
Raj, working it. Prep.
Police, put your hands up!
Taking it.
I got nothing. Just don't fucking shoot.
Police, put your hands
Short.
up!
Suspect down.
Copy.
Talk to entry
I'm holding the
team.
hallway.
Copy that, entry team. Notifying morgue.
Hey, what the hell? What did I do?
Civilian secured. Ready.
Shotgun on the ground.
Talk to entry team.
Yep.
Copy that. Trailers incoming.
Squeeze.
Hey, cover.
Get out.
All right. Ready?
Squeeze.
Grab it. One down, right?
Raj.
Get down and show me
Down.
your
Hold up.
Surrender.
Contact is secured.
Wait, ate it like a champ.
Wanna loosen these cuffs a bit?
Hey, do us both a favor and be quiet.
Talk to entry team. Roger, entry team.
It's all
Great work.
legal.
Keep going.
Whatever, man. I don't want to hear it.
This is talk. Roger that. Trailers incoming. Proceed with caution.
Squeeze.
Wire.
Roger that. On my way to disable it now.
Prep. Short.
Done.
Roger.
Zipped up and ready
Got
to
them all
go.
cuffed
one.
and secured.
Wait, why are you arresting me? You're not
Launch
serious,
in
right?
trouble. Don't worry.
Hey, don't
This
worry.
is talk.
Everything's
Nice.
gonna be fine.
Roger,
So-
entry team. Great work.
Good
Keep
stuff.
going.
Okay, so now we're gonna get on into how to actually install this reshade. First thing you're gonna need, of course, is reshade, and you can download that just by using reshade.me or by checking the link in the description down below, scrolling to the bottom and downloading the most latest reshade, which is 5.4.2 as of this video. Once you download that and launch the exe, it's gonna give you a window similar to this one right here, where it lists all the different programs on your computer, and you're mainly only going to want to run this for Ready or Not or Ground Branch. Those are the two main games that this reshade works on. Like I said before in the video, if you play Tarkov or any online multiplayer game, most of these games don't allow you to use reshade because you can do some really crazy stuff with it. So for the sake of this video, we're gonna be installing it for Ready or Not Win64 just because that is the version that I use. I'm gonna click next. I'm just gonna click next again. We're literally just gonna click next through all of these setup and effects because we do not need to actually change any of these. So we finally installed a reshade and we're going to click finish. The next thing that we're going to need to download is the actual Kerbal preset. And that, once again, is going to be a link in the description down below. It's going to bring you to this page right here. And you're just going to hit this big download button. And that's going to pop up and it's going to download the latest version of the reshade for you. Now this, I don't know if this is still being updated to this date, but we're just going to download the pack right here by using this download button. Don't need to sign up, and we're going to end up with this zip. So once you have this zip set up, the next thing you're going to want to do is navigate to where your Ready or Not is installed. So we're going to click on Ready or Not in your Steam launcher and then go to Browse Local Files. Right click Ready or Not, Manage, Browse Local Files. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to Ready or Not, Binaries, Win64, and here you can already see there's a reshade shaders folder. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna simply go into this drag and drop contents of this folder into game directory. You're gonna take this, you're gonna double click in here, and here you'll see there's a reshade shaders folder. So we're just gonna take everything in this folder, and just like the name of that folder said, you're gonna drop this straight into this directory. Once again, it's Ready or Not, Binaries, Win64, and you should see a reshade shaders folder here. So we're just gonna click this and drop it in. It's gonna ask us to replace a couple files. We're just gonna click sure, replace, and you're almost done. There's only a couple things we need to do here. The next thing we need to do is actually go into the reshade configuration folder here, and it's going to say here at the general section, current preset path is in Kerbal Space Program. Obviously, we're not playing Kerbal Space Program. We're playing Ready or Not. So we're actually just going to grab this directory right here and paste this directory into this section here. Now, the second thing that we can do in the screen is actually set our preset path. So right here, as you can see, once again, it's launching Kerbal Space Program with the intent to launch the mono green version. We can keep pretty much everything here. All we're going to do is delete the beginning of this path and use the same entry that we put in the current preset path so we can find these presets. And now when we launch Ready or Not, it should launch it with the mono green.ini. We're gonna go ahead and save this, and all we should need to do is launch Ready or Not. All right, so we've just now opened up Ready or Not, and as you can see, it gives us that default mono green ini filter that we selected in that text file, and now we're almost done. There's a couple things we do need to fix. The first thing being the eCoding module. Now, as you can see, if I hit I, which is the hotkey for the eCoding module, all the outlines are upside down and inverted. Don't worry, there's an easy fix for this. What we're gonna wanna do is pull up our reshade hotkey, which by default is gonna be numpad/. Now my keyboard doesn't have a numpad, so I'm just gonna use the on-screen keyboard to hit this slash button now. And as you can see, we actually have access to the menu here. So if we go to settings, we're going to be able to change the overlay key. Once again, I don't have a numpad slash, so I'm going to change this, let's say, to F8, just so I can pull out this overlay effect. All right, so now we're going to fix this upside down eCoding module. We're going to do that by coming back to the home screen by clicking this home button on the top left. And then the button we're looking to press here is the Edit Global Preprocessor Definitions button. It's going to pop up a window down here, and all you're going to need to do is click on this reshade depth input is upside down, which it is right now, and turn this 1 into a 0. And that's pretty much all you're going to have to click in order to get your reshade to actually do the eCoding properly. Now you're pretty much ready and set to go to use this reshade in Ready or Not. If you wanted to install this for Ground Branch, the installation process is exactly identical. The only difference is you're selecting Ground Branch when you're installing reshade. Now, if you're wondering how to get access to the different filters, you're going to come back to the home screen, and all you're going to want to do is go up to this big drop down bar and select exactly which filter you want to use. So if I want to switch to Bino White Filmless, I can easily do so by clicking select, letting it reload, and boom, there we go. I hope this video was informational and shows you how you can use this reshade. And don't forget, guys, that if you're looking for more milsim content, like and subscribe so you don't miss out on a video on the channel. That's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed.